So this is the pattern for tunic. Now this is the pattern paper. The pattern paper starts from here all the way down. So you start by measuring shoulder. From this point, measure shoulder to shoulder and mark. Shoulder to shoulder, and then you connect. You mark it down. Then from this point to this point, from this point to this point, you mark your neckline width, neck width. You now come down here and measure your shoulder slant. I believe you know what your shoulder slant is. And then you connect to your neckline width to your shoulder slant this way. When you're done with that, you come down here, you measure armhole depth. Now, what you have from here to here is your armhole depth. But because we want to create a horizontal line, I would have to measure from here to here, and then replicate it on this part of the pattern to get a straight horizontal line. So if, say, I'm having 7 here, from here to here, 7 is my armhole depth. By the time I measure from here to here, I may get 10. It is 10 I will replicate here. So I'll mark it and then connect to get my straight horizontal line. Then we come here, from here to here, we get the midpoint. And then we come in by ½ inch. Draw the line to connect it this way, and then you get your curve. Let me come again. You get your midpoint, which is here, and then you draw the line, you measure ½ in, draw the line to connect to the ½ inch, and then you curve it this way. You curve this way to get your curve, your armhole curve. So this is your armhole curve. Then you now come up here and measure your shoulder to bust. From here to here, your shoulder to bust. If it's 12, measure 12. Whatever you have from here to here, replicate it on this side as well. If you're having 12 here, that's from here to here. If it's 12, also replicate from here to here, 12. All the way. Then you come down here all the way, because it's going to be a straight tunic, all the way down to your full length. You mark. You come here again, whatever you have from here to here as your full length. If it's 43, measure 43 from here to here down, and then you get your horizontal line. This is full length. This is full length. This is full length. Yeah. And then you now come up here, this top here, you measure your bust. If your bust is 10.5 or 11, whatever it is, measure it here. Whatever you have as bust, replicate it here and connect. Then whatever you have as your hip, if it's 12 or 13 or 14, measure it here. And then you connect from here all the way down. For some tunics, they are straight, while some are like A-line shape, depending on your shape. So this is for the tunic. We're not done yet. We have the neck depth, and I said for front it should be 3. So you measure from here to here. If it's 3 you have, replicate it here, 3. You have your horizontal line. You have this from here to here, 3. From here to here, 3. Just draw the line like this, so you can get a perfect curve before you now curve it in like this. When you are done, remember to use your pencil so that when you are done, you can remove these dotted marks. Now we have 3 inches for the front. You can see that this tunic, we have 3 inches for the front. So this tunic is very simple. Now we're supposed to draft two patterns, one for front, one for back. This one that carries the 3-inch neck depth is for front. Let me indicate front. So for the back is exactly the same. The only difference is here. So if you're drafting the back, draft exactly the same thing. But when you come to the neck depth, just measure 1/2 inch. From here to here, 1/2 inch. From here to here, 1/2 inch. And then you connect. Just like this. This is for the back. From here to here, 1/2 inch. From here to here, 1/2 inch. You connect. So you have the back. So draft two patterns. Only the neck depth should be different. For the front neck depth, 3. For the back, 1/2. That's the only difference. Alright, you try it out. Then I'll check your patterns later. Have a nice day. Bye.